Hi everybody, welcome back. Now I think most of us like easy meals, especially on busy days. I've got a real good one for you today. I'm going to be making a cheesy beef noodle casserole. Now I've got 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef right here in this skillet, and I've got my heat set on medium low. I'm going to brown it really well, and then I'm going to remove all the excess grease. Now you can use lean ground beef if you'd rather do that, but I just think that 80/20 ground beef is so juicy all the way through. So that's why I use it. So I've got my ground beef nice and brown, and I have removed the excess grease. Now I'm going to add my onions. I have half of a large onion finely chopped. I'm going to add it in here. And I also have 1/3 cup of finely diced carrots. I think the carrots give it that just pinch of sweetness in here that I like. And it's a good balance with the rest of the ingredients that I'm going to be adding in here. Now I'm just going to move this around until the onions get a little translucent. Now if you don't want any carrots in your casserole, you can just leave them out. And you can even add another vegetable that you really like. I like the carrots. They really shrink down and then they'll just taste so good in here. So my onions are nice and translucent. I'm going to make a little well, and I'm going to add my garlic. I have 2 large garlic cloves. I'm going to add them right here in the middle because I want to give them at least a minute so they can release their flavor. And I'm going to add 1 cup of diced tomatoes. And I'm going to move these around until the garlic releases its flavor. About 1 minute. Oh, this is starting to smell good. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I think the onion powder just really gives it a fantastic flavor. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of paprika. And I'm going to add 4 ounces of tomato sauce. That's half a can. That's about half a can there. And I'm going to add 1 cup of beef broth. Now I made this broth with 1 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of beef flavored better than bouillon. Just a little parsley to give it some color. I'm going to add a little pepper. And very little salt because the broth has enough salt in it. So just a little bit like that. That's good. So now I'm just going to let all the flavors come in together, and I'm going to let it cook like this without a lid for about 7 minutes. And I'm going to prepare my noodles. I'm going to add 8 ounces of extra wide egg noodles into this hot water right here. That's about 8 ounces. And I'm going to let them cook for about 7 minutes. Just follow the package directions for al dente. So my noodles are ready. I'm going to dump them into this big bowl. And my ground beef is ready also. So I'm going to turn off the heat. Now into this bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of cottage cheese. Now this is small curd cottage cheese. Oh, this is going to be a great combination. And I'm going to add 1 cup of sour cream. I'm going to add some chopped parsley. And I'm going to add some pepper. Now I'm just going to toss it together. Now if you don't like cottage cheese, you can use cream cheese or ricotta cheese. They're both good. Now we're ready to put our casserole together. I'm going to be using this baking dish right here, and this is a 9 by 11. I'm going to spray it lightly with some non-stick spray. You can use your favorite non-stick spray. Just like that. And I'm going to add half of the noodles. And I'm going to spread it out. Now I'm going to add half of the meat mixture right on top. And I'm going to add the rest of the noodles. And then you want to spread it. Ooh, this looks delicious. I always look forward to this dish right here. Now I'm going to add the rest of the meat mixture right on top. Now you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you've got your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of freshly grated sharp cheddar. This is white sharp cheddar, as you can see. You can add your favorite cheese. Just spread it out like this. Now I'm going to cover it with some aluminum foil, and I'm going to put it into my oven anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes. You just want the cheese to get nice and bubbly because everything is already well cooked. After 20 minutes, I like to remove the aluminum foil so it can get a little golden on top. And I'll see you in a little bit. The casserole is ready. Come take a look. Look at that. It looks absolutely delicious. So now what I'm going to do is set it right here, and I'm going to let it cool down for about 5 minutes because it'll be a lot easier to cut into it when it gets just a little firm. So it's been 5 minutes and I'm all set up for the taste test. You're able to cut into it really easy. Look at this. Beautiful. Now I always like to serve it with a nice cold salad, just a simple salad on the side because it's cold and crunchy and it's just so good. But you can serve it with anything you like. And I'm also going to serve it with some nice crusty bread. You can serve it with your favorite bread. Now it's time for the taste test. Oh. Great combination. This is a winner. Oh, this is heavenly delicious and so easy. So this is my wonderful, cheesy beef and noodle casserole. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment, and tell me what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you.